Greetings, here we are with Two Meridian Tapping. Tapping to help us retune our stressed thoughts and our stressed feelings to more successful, positive and well states. Tapping has been clinically proven to reduce stress hormones and to calm the parts of the brain that trigger the stress response. There are many reasons and thoughts why it might do that, but one being that when you're actually tapping, you're tapping mostly on beginning or end points on meridians. We have 14 meridians, or also known as energy pathways in our body, and these 14 meridians work together in 7 pairs of what are called yin-yang meridians. And so when we tap, we help to balance these yin-yang meridians. Well, in Two Meridian Tapping, that's what we're doing. We're helping to balance the yin-yang meridians, and so balance the related neurotransmitter energies as well. Tapping is not a medical form, even though it's been clinically proven to work. It very much works on balancing energies and balancing stress states. It has been proven to reduce stress hormones, and it has also been proven to calm the amygdala, the parts of the brain that cause the stress response in the first place. So all in all, it's a pretty good system. Two Meridian Tapping, as I said, is a slightly more advanced way of tapping, and that's what we're going to use tonight. So to begin with, we're going to tap tonight. I think this is our second week of tapping, and we're going to go back to tapping on wellness. I truly am well. Because when we feel well, when we believe we are well, then we are well. Remember, what we think is what we get. And whatever phrase it is that we choose to tap with, that's what we're retuning our vibrational energy frequency to that frequency. So that's why we're tapping with positive, present tense statements. I always add in the word truly, because that helps to bring that up to an even higher frequency as well. So place your hands on your solar plexus. Imagine a scale in front of you, and that scale goes from -5 right to 0 to +5. And just think for a second, when you say the phrase, I truly am well, how much is that relevant, or how much do you believe that to be true for you right now? Do you believe it's very true? Do you believe it's not true at all? Do you believe, yep, that suits for me? Whatever it is for you, whatever's happening for you right now, take your reading. For me, yes, I do feel pretty well right now, so I'm probably up about a +2. I'll be nice to get to a +5. You may feel, no, you don't feel well, you don't believe you're well. The more we feel well, the more we believe we're well, basically the weller, not a great word in the English language there, the better we will be, the healthier we will be. And remember, the stress response is what can reduce our sense of wellness, and by tapping we can lower the stress response and lower triggers of stress within us, retune to positive thoughts, and so allow ourselves to be more balanced and more well. It's the presence of stress that causes our autoimmune system not to work properly. It's the absence of stress and the presence of wellness that causes our immune system to be effective. So now, remembering also that wellness is not just the thoughts we think, it's also the food we eat, the exercise we take, our sleep pattern. There's so much more to it, but we're going to concentrate tonight on being well in our thoughts. So I'm just going to take off my glasses, throw them up there on my head, back the hands again on the solar plexus. You've got your number, where you are in the scale. I truly am well. Take 3 breaths and say that. I truly am well. And one more. I truly am well. Now, little finger side of the hand, other hand, clumped fingers, tapping there gently but firmly. I truly am well. And then clump the fingers on the other hand and switch them over to this hand. I truly am well. Then we're going to go under the nose, crease of the chin. I truly am well. And then switch those over. I truly am well. Into the inner corner of the eye here. Under the collarbone, tap the 2 points. I truly am well. and switch those over. I truly am well. Then go out to the outer side and under the breast, still on the ribs, under the nipple for men. I truly am well. And switch those over. I truly am well. Sliding your fingers just in front of the ear, little finger and thumb, tip to tip. I truly am well. And then switch those over. I truly am well. Outer edge of the eyebrow, middle finger and thumb, tip to tip. I truly am well. And slide those. Switch them. I truly am well. Under the eye, under the arm. I truly am well. And switch those over. I truly am well. Edge of the crease of the nose there, and just on the outer part of the torso, just down from the collarbone. I truly am well. And switch those over. I truly am well. And then back to under the nose, crease of the chin. I truly am well. And then switch those over. I truly am well. And back to the karate chop point. I truly am well. I truly am well. So that's one round of 2 Meridian tapping. We're going to do 2 more on the same topic of wellness. I'm going to make this a combination statement now. So it's got the negative part to it that's really in our subconscious or in our thinking pattern, but we're retuning it to the positive statement of I truly am well. And that's so even though there's so much stress in my life right now, I truly am well. So back to here again. Even though there's so much stress around me, I truly am well. And remember, both can coexist together. We can have that sense of this is the pressure that I'm under, this is where I want to go, this is what I want to be right now. So that's what we're retuning to. Even though there is so much stress in my life right now, so much worry, I truly am well. Even though there's so much stress and worry in my life and in the world, I truly am well. And then little fingers, or all the fingers on the little finger side of the hand. Even though there is so much stress and worry in the world, I truly am well. And then switch that over. Even though there is so much stress and worry in the world right now, I truly am well. Inner eye, under the collarbone. Even though there is so much stress and worry in the world right now, I truly am well. And switch that over. Even though there is so much stress and worry in the world right now, I truly am well. Outer edge of the eye and the bone there, and under the nipple, under the breast, or still on the ribs. Even though there is so much stress in the world right now, I truly am well. And switch that over. Even though there is so much stress and worry in the world right now, I truly am well. Slide out to the in front of the ear, little finger and thumb, pad to pad. Even though there is so much stress and worry in the world right now, I truly am well. Switch it over. Even though there is so much stress and worry right now, I truly am well. And then slide up to just the outer eyebrow, the upper part of it there, and the middle finger and thumb. Even though there is so much stress and worry, I truly am well. And switch those over. Even though there is so much stress and worry, I truly am well. And then come under the eye and the bone, just under the eye there, under the arm. Even though there is so much stress and worry, I truly am well. And switch those over. Even though there is so much stress and worry, I truly am well. Crease of the nose, just out from the, just in from the shoulder and out to the outer torso. Even though there is so much stress in the world right now, I truly am well. And switch those over. Even though there is so much stress in the world, I truly am well. And back to here again. I truly am well. I truly am well. Karate chop point again. I truly am well. I truly am well. I would say I'm up now probably about a +4. I feel well, I'm thinking well, I'm tuning to wellness. So we're going to go one more round, that'll be 3 rounds. And you can keep it if you wish, an even though statement. I tend to not do that, I tend to move back into a positive statement again. I truly am well. But you do what's right for you. And switch that around. I truly am well. Under the nose, crease of the chin. I truly am well. Switch those around. I truly am well. Inner eye on the bone there, under the collarbone. I truly am well. Switch them around. I truly am well. Outer eye, under the nipple, under the breast, still on the ribs. I truly am well. Switch those over. I truly am well. Slide out to just in front of the ear, little finger and thumb. I truly am well. Switch those over. I truly am well. Come up to the upper end of the eyebrow, middle finger and thumb. I truly am well. Switch those over. I truly am well. Under the eye, under the arm. I truly am well. And switch those over. I truly am well. Crease of the nose, outer edge of the torso, down from the collarbone. I truly am well. Switch those over. I truly am well. Under the nose, crease of the chin. I truly am well. And switch those over. I truly am well. And come back to the karate chop point. I truly am well. I truly am well. And come back. 3 deep breaths. Just check into how you're feeling right now. Have you a greater sense of wellness? Maybe even just for these few minutes. And if that's the case, that's brilliant, because the more we can spend in a state of wellness, the better right now and any time in our lives. I always believe that success is the absence of stress. When we are feeling well in ourselves, we are successful. And other successes come after that, whether it's in your workplace or in your relationships or wherever it is. But until we are well in ourselves, until we are thinking positively in ourselves, we're not going to be successful. And that's, wellness is, as I said, is more than just the thoughts we think, but it's massively a part of wellness. The thoughts we think are so much connected to wellness because they trigger the stress response. And when we're in the stress response, we take away the energy from our autoimmune system, and that's when it starts to break down a bit, and that's when illness can come in. Illness is the absence of wellness. So let's be well. Let's be well in mind, body and soul. And that's what tapping can do for you. I hope you're feeling that little bit weller. Again, not probably a word in the English language, but sure, it'll do for tonight. The new school of language, weller. And I look forward to you maybe joining me again tomorrow night in and around the same time, in and around 8 o'clock. It might be slightly later. There are many other videos up here. You can go onto YouTube and Google, search for Two Meridian Tapping. Google Two Meridian Tapping. And there are other videos about the place now at this stage. I have other videos on Monday's Merits and Wednesday's Wellness and Friday's Forgiveness Friday. Which I haven't been doing for a little while, but I'm going to get back into them now next week again. Offering them out as a source of inspiration and motivation, because as I said, when we are well, we are successful. And it doesn't have to be about the major things, it can be about the small things. And that's key. Be well, be happy, be safe. And don't forget your social distancing, guys. At least 2 meters from everybody. Bye.